Hey, what's going on, Jam fam? So today is the Brawl Talk. As usual, I'm going to be doing my reaction to the Brawl Talk. So I'm a little bit late to the premiere. We don't have any like numbers to show like who's watching the Brawl Talk or anything like that. So let's just jump right into it. Let's check out what's going on and see what we got coming in this update. Let's get right into it.
Classic Brawl is the new event coming with this update and need to reward you with mega boxes.
All right, so this is the the Classic Brawl event that they were talking about on Twitter. Right off the bat, I can see that Rico is getting either an updated version of his gold skin or a new skin entirely. So right off the bat, I can see that. I think this is Buster over here. I don't know. Let's check it out.
Skin, recolored and remodeled classic skins, and the return of the Mega Box.
Collect enough Mega Boxes and you'll be able to get the newest hypercharged skin, Sovereign Rico.
Sovereign Rico is a hypercharged skin. This looks really good. I really like the way the gun looks. Gold is always like one of my favorite colors on skins. And then the gems. Man, this is solid. Very nice.
Why are they so special? Well, Mega Boxes are special because you can get multiple.
Yo, there's the Star Shelly remake. That's wild. Look at that thing. That thing is crazy.
Mirror match and drumroll.
In Mirror Match, all players will play as the same brawler.
Oh, that is atrocious. I personally hate, like I was just talking about this on stream yesterday. I hate when matches are all the same brawler, which is why like my least favorite thing about pushing new brawlers is that matches are oftentimes 6 of that brawler. And now there's going to be a whole game mode that's set up to be just like that. That's horrible. I hate that.
Rotate among the original 21 brawlers. You'll have new mirror matches all the time.
Drumroll is a unique game mode where each brawler you defeat changes you into another one. There's a set amount of...
Ooh, I actually think this is kind of fun. And there's a strategy to like not become a weak brawler or become the weak brawler early or something like that. That's interesting.
brawlers to progress through. And when you get to the final one and defeat another player, you win.
Yeah! Both of these game modes have the classic modifier, which means brawlers are capped at level 9, have only the first star power, and can't use hypercharges or gadgets.
Just like...
Wow. This is kind of what I was going for on stream the other day when I was talking about my update wish list. Is like, yeah, limited brawler pool, and then somebody mentioned no hypercharges, gadgets, star powers. That's interesting. I'm fine with that. I think that's interesting to do, and it's only for that game mode, so it's not like the whole season's gonna be like that. So I think that's cool. All right, so here's the remakes of the exclusive skins. So Star Shelly's remake looks really good. That's probably gonna be a really expensive one. This is classic Brock, classic Dynamite, old Ricochet, and then is it supposed to be Bandit Shelly? I can't remember. Star Shelly looks really good. These are obviously just recolors. This is what I was hoping Star Shelly would just get, because this is obviously better in my opinion.
Fire and Ruby.
Bull Minotaur. He's bulldozed the labyrinth.
RT Poseidon, ruler of the waves.
Dionysus Angelo, the party animal.
Harpy Melody. This time her songs will infect you in a different way. And she's the ranked skin of the season.
Athena Piper grants you trick shot
Let's
wisdom.
go.
The Gods vs. Monster season kicks off on July 4th.
All those skins are amazing. I'm probably gonna buy them all. I like all those skins. Those are good.
Who doesn't love unicorns? Barry.
Barry is a tough and dry
This is the new brawler. I don't know how to feel about this. He looks tough. All right, let's check it. Let's check out what he does.
guy who was hired by Mandy to work at the candy shop in a unicorn costume.
He has to endure Chester's
So he's
pranks
a
and
thrower and he charges in.
chaos every day, but very deep in his cold
Ooh, 3k damage if you crash into somebody.
heart, he's happy he has this family.
He attacks with melted ice cream that damages enemies and also deals damage over time. And
Oh, wow. So he can heal, he can damage, he's a thrower, and he's got a mobility super. Okay.
During his super, he dashes forward using his tail like a tasty tornado, splashing ice cream all around him.
Oh, and it leaves a trail behind him when he dashes. Okay.
Ice cream.
And Berry also has an interesting trait. He can actually charge his super by healing teammates. Don't you just love...
Man, that's a trait that like Pam should have. That's a trait that Poco should have. I mean, it'd be overpowered on Poco, but that's a trait. That's a good trait. Maybe I hope other brawlers end up getting that trait too to make them a little more helpful.
7 new hypercharges come in.
Barley
Oh,
throws
we're getting 7 this season. Woo! Don't break the bank, Brawl Stars.
3 big brews that also destroys any bush.
All right, so Barley's gonna burn up bushes, and it's gonna be a massive area of effect. And it
Bushes
does
in the
2k
area.
damage.
Frank's super now affects the entire area around him.
Oh,
No more
dude, Frank does like a whole earthquake. Woo! That's crazy.
aiming required.
Angelo's super follows him wherever he goes, just like the gossip.
Piper
Angelo seems... I mean, it's obviously useful because he wants to stay in his super, but...
finally has a hypercharge. She drops even more bombs when she uses her super and knocks back enemies wherever she lands.
Ems pushes brawlers
So Piper's gonna drop double the bombs, and it's gonna knock people back when if she lands on them. Okay.
Ems pushes brawlers away with her super and follows up with a targeted spray.
All right. So Ems is gonna push people back and then release like a spray. Okay. It's gonna be good for damage. It's gonna be good for space making, and obviously she's gonna get all her stat buffs and everything. So it could be that's probably gonna be very good on Ems.
Rico's super projectiles now bounce even further.
So they just made Rico's trait into his hypercharge. I'm going to hate this. I mean, at least it's a hypercharge, and it's not going to be active all the time like the trait was. But that trait was super annoying, and it's just going to give me PTSD.
Gale's super is wider and fires twice.
Isn't that what his trait did? So we're just making traits into hypercharges now? I mean, whatever. It'll probably be useful, but I mean, like, I don't know. Because Gale's super doesn't do that much damage. The width of it was already pretty big. I don't know. No, his trait was wider normal attacks, but all the same. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it'll double the stun time or something. Okay, so we got Clancy. So he's a paintball brawler. Okay.
Meet Clancy, the shellfish soldier.
Psst, he's not a real lobster.
Ooh, that super range is crazy. That's like a Poco super.
Clancy is a
2400
mythic damage dealer who can upgrade up to 3 times during a match by hitting.
Okay, so he can upgrade. So that means he's probably going to be a legendary brawler because like all the brawlers that can like form change, except for Bonnie, are mostly legendary brawlers. So he's probably going to be mythic or legendary then.
Clancy also upgrades his super at each stage.
At his default stage 1, Clancy will fire a single shot with his basic attack and fire a torrent of bullets with his super.
At stage 2, he fires 2 shots in quick succession, and his super will cover a much larger area.
Oh,
At
wow,
stage
man. At max upgrade, he's going to shoot 3 shots. And what's his super do?
3, Clancy shoots Sidewinder paintballs from his tail, adding some diagonal attack pattern. He also moves faster when using.
And it looks like, I mean, it looks to be about the same no matter what stage he's at, but it just gets a little bit wider. And obviously he's going to shoot more shots, I think. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting brawler. I mean, we've already got like shot upgrade mechanics in the game. And like, I mean, it's like Surge, but the super upgrades too, like they said. So, I mean, like, it could be okay. I don't know. We'll see.
Paint Brawl is the new game mode coming with the surprisingly named Paint Brawl season.
In this mode, players...
Oh, we're getting Splatoon. Yo, we're getting Splatoon. This is just Splatoon. You know what? Actually, I think this is fine. I don't think this is a bad idea for a game mode. And it could be fun. So I'm down for it. I'm here for it, you know? 5v5 paint mode would be dope. I hope they do it as a 5v5 mode. That would be way better.
battle it out to
Like a whole showdown size map with 10 players trying to compete for paint percentage. I think that's dope.
Works to be released.
Frank is getting a much needed change to his skill set. The lower his health is, the higher his attack speed.
With this change, we
Holy, so when you're low HP on Frank, you're gonna be like just pumping attacks out.
hope to see Frank performing a lot better in certain game modes where he can not only take damage, but deal it out
Yo,
too.
did you see how fast he just popped off there? That's gonna be crazy. I'm already bad at dodging Frank shots, and then he's just gonna pump them out like that? Come on.
Hank's title changed to Prawn Ready, because yes,
They really did it. They really did it. They really made it prawn ready.
new fresh look
What'd they do to Brock? I liked Brock's base model. What'd they do to Brock?
was created.
The blink cap has been removed.
Brock's base model has a new fresh
It's okay, but it's very 80s. I like the old base model. Oh well. All right, so there we have it. There is the Brawl Talk. Honestly, I think it looks pretty solid. I think that they did a really good job with classic Brawl Stars. Like I said, I was hoping that they would strip the roster down and give us something interesting to play. I'm not a big fan of mirror mode. That seems like it's going to be really annoying, but the, can't remember the other one, roulette or whatever. Drum roll, that's what it was called. Drum roll looked really good, so I think I'll give that one a shot. Obviously, I'll play mirror mode, but I'm not going to really love it because it's just going to be like 6 brawlers spamming each other at the same time, all of the same brawlers. So like Poco could be super super annoying because no one's ever going to die if it's 6 Pokos versus 6 Pokos, or 3 Pokos versus 3 Pokos. You know what I mean? Both brawlers look really good. Clancy seems a little bit boring to me, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll wait till the sneak peeks to like fully pass judgment on him. But as of right now, just looking at it, like what they showed here, he doesn't really look like crazy. Like he can do like decent damage, but his mechanics and everything we've already seen on Surge more or less. Obviously, like his super changes, but like it didn't really look like it changes into a totally different super. It just gets wider every time he upgrades. So that doesn't really have me too interesting. But I like the other one. I can't remember his name. 1 second. Barry was his name. Barry looks interesting. I'm interested to see what he can do because he's like both a thrower, a healer, and like a mini tank. I mean, he only had like 5,000 HP, but they gave him like a mobility super, which could be very useful, especially for a thrower brawler. Like if someone gets on top of you, you could just run away, and he leaves the pools behind him as he charges away. So I mean, that's interesting to see. And we're getting Splatoon. Splatoon looked great, man. There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot in this update that I'm excited about. I'm gonna have to be doing my W's and L's to go over everything and my final thoughts about everything. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But as of right now, let me know what you think about Brawl Talk down in the comments. Let me know what you're most excited for. But anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.